Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just going to make sure that you guys can hear me before I get started. So if you hop on, go ahead and leave a comment. And can we jump on Facebook over here? Hi, Kevin. I can see that you're on. Hi, Ashley. Welcome, welcome. Miss Foxy Phoenix. Okay. Hi, sound is on. Sound is good. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Hi, Deborah. Welcome, welcome. So I am Christina Hales. I am your life champion trainer for today. And so a little bit about me. I joined MojiLife last year in June. My sponsor, Amy Alvey, woo, she sent me a text message and said, hey, I have our next big thing. And I was like, what the heck? So she kind of told me what the air emoji was about, and I said, send me a video really quick. So she sent me a 30-second video, and I was like, dude, I'm in, you know. So I bought the middle kit, and then I just hit it running. So I am having tons of fun and growing a team, and I love working with all the people that are MojiLife. I feel like we're one big family, and it's not really like team with team. It's just like one big family, and you guys are so good at promoting that kind of culture, and that's what really is drawing so many people to our company. So you guys rock for doing that. So I'm gonna kind of move my light just so I can see the comments that are coming in. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna be talking about attraction marketing and how to use Facebook Lives, because Facebook Lives are 800% more effective than a photo, than a Facebook blurb, anything that you can do online. Facebook Lives are key because that is how people get to know, like, learn, and trust you, is through Facebook Lives. So I'm gonna start with attraction marketing, and then we'll move into Facebook Lives and how I have used that to grow my business. I have been growing my business since last year, and I will tell you probably 95% of my success right now has just been all online, mainly through Facebook. So I'm starting to kind of get into Instagram, but really I built it all through Facebook right now. So, okay, this is what not to do. We want to attract, we don't want to repel. So these are the things we don't want to do. Sometimes when we sign up as a new distributor, we think, I'm just gonna like start talking about it all over Facebook, you know, join my team, buy this thing, yada, 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 yada. And it ends up turning into white noise, and we end up repelling people away from us instead of attracting them to us. So it's kind of like, my hair is like bugging me, and I feel like I just want to throw it up in a bun because that's real life. Okay, so it's kind of like when you go to a party, you know, you don't go to a party, a girlfriend's birthday party, and be like, what's up? I'm the MojiLife lady. Like, you want to join my team? You want to buy my air emoji? Let me tell you all about it. La 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 la. Like, we don't do that to a birthday party, but for some reason, when we get on Facebook, we feel like it's okay to do it there. That's like the wrong place. We don't want to be doing it quite like that. You can do it, and I'm going to teach you how to do it correctly and more effectively so that you start getting sales, because nothing's worse than when like you put a post and you get like one like, right? That's the worst, when you don't get any engagement on the post that you're posting. Hi, Arisella. So be careful about spamming your page. And you don't want people to unfriend you and unfollow you because all you do is talk about MojiLife, and like that's all they ever hear about from you, is that you're just constantly talking about MojiLife. So you can do that, but I'm going to teach you how to do it in a different, more effective way. Hi, Terry. Welcome. You want to be careful about when you do I'm going to teach you how to do a curiosity post. When you do a curiosity post, do not put your link in the post. Facebook is realizing that the direct sales industry is growing by the masses, because us ladies are like, yes, there's something we can work from home and provide for our family and do what we can. And the power of Facebook is helping so many people. In the last like 2 years, top leaders in all kinds of companies are realizing that Facebook is key to growing their business, and their incomes have skyrocketed because they're using Facebook. So, but Facebook, it's a social media tool. It's social media. So Facebook doesn't want to help you grow your business unless you're willing to pay them. So it's trying to figure out how to use Facebook so that you can grow your business and using it for free. I haven't done any Facebook ads. I haven't swapped with anybody. I haven't done any kidnaps. It's literally just been from the ground up. So I'm proof that you can do this without having to spend any money on Facebook ads. I haven't spent any money on Facebook ads. I've boosted a couple times, and what I've realized is if you boost, you may get a few likes, but if you want those people to see your stuff, you have to boost again so that those people can see your stuff. So you're just constantly giving Facebook money. So when you do a post, do not put your link in the post, put it in the comment below. Put it in the comments below, because Facebook is kind of cracking down on people. They don't want people to leave Facebook. So if you put a YouTube link or you put your website link in the comments and someone leaves Facebook, they're gonna push your post down so that people don't see it, because they want to keep people on their platform. So be careful about that. Another thing not to do is don't give out all the details. Like, you don't want to go to a movie and then watch a trailer and then see the whole movie. You just get the trailer, you just kind of get a tease, and it makes you interested enough to go back and see it, right? It's the same thing when we market on social media. Like, I shouldn't be able to like click on your website or click on your Facebook profile. Like, I shouldn't have to know exactly who you work for, exactly what your title is, exactly what you sell, exactly what you're promoting. You're just giving it all out for free. And then guess what happens? Somebody will come to your site and be like, I'm gonna go check out Google and see what this like, MojiLife, did I spell it right? Let me see. Okay, Google MojiLife. And the first thing everyone does is goes to the reviews, right? And they find the one girl that's not happy with their product, and then they make their whole decision because they just went to Google. So you don't want people to go to Google. You want people to come to you. So be careful with your profiles and be careful with how much you're giving out there. We really want to try and create curiosity and to have engaging conversations. So that's really the key, is that we think we're sellers. We're not. We're conversationalists. And the more we study and learn how to be better, effective communicators and conversing with people, like they always say, direct sales is about relationships. It's about communicating with those relationships, and that's the key. That's how you really get sales, is communicating with people, asking them about their family, where do they work, what are their hobbies, having those offline communications. And let me tell you, the magic is in Facebook Messenger. That's where I built my business, is just Facebook Messenger. I do a curiosity post. I have them reach out to me, they message me, and that's where I'm having the conversation. That's where I'm getting to know people. That's where I'm finding out what's gonna work for them, is offline. So be careful that you're not giving out all the details, and so that people don't have to just go to Google and figure it out for themselves. Another thing you want to be careful about is sometimes we do like the monkey see, monkey do. Like, we get in and we see like, oh, this person like posts a thing about MojiLife, and then they have like 87 comments. Like, that's what I need to do. And then we get upset because nobody commented and like 3 people liked and there was no engagement. Well, you have to understand it happens in all kinds of different businesses, that the people have already built up the network, so they can kind of do that. So when you're commenting on people's posts, you're just helping that person get into more people's news feeds. It doesn't help you. It's just helping that person. And I'll give you an example about that, a couple examples about that. Oh, actually, I'm giving it right now as I'm following my tips. So I did a curiosity post on, I know how they do it in the olden days without Messenger. They had those belly-to-belly conversations. But we have a home-based business. So I'm not going to be spending my time at the coffee shops and all kinds of events and all kinds of home meetings. I'm going to be at home working my home-based business, right? It's so awesome that we can do that. Okay, so back to my, so I did a curiosity post on our glass cleaner. I had a customer that was moving and she was like, oh, I have all these white, I have all these hard shower spots in my shower. I'm like, you know what? Just try my glass cleaner. You don't have to buy it. Just try it. If it works for you, awesome. If you end up liking it, you can totally buy it. If not, we're totally still friends. And at least you tried it, So I literally went over there at midnight and dropped it off at her doorbell, at her doorstep, and then she used it the next morning and she was shocked that it totally worked. She sprayed it down, used the green side of the spongy like I told her, and all of her hard water spots came off. And she was having an open house the next day, and so she totally cleaned her house, had cleaners there, professionally done, and they just couldn't get the spots out. And she was so excited. So she sent me a picture, so I used her photos, and I just did a got water spots, need help, shoot me a message. Well, I had so many people comment, like, what is it? What is it? Tell me more info. It was such a good curiosity post that a ton of my own team reps and a ton of outside MojiLifes were like, dude, what is it? What is it? And then I had to message them like, hello, it's our glass cleaner. And they're like, what the heck? No idea. Okay, so this is what happened. I had a friend, I had a girl comment, what is it? So I went to Messenger, and then I always click on the people's profiles to kind of check them out. And this one girl, she was Facebook friends with one of my team reps. And so I said to her, well, this is the product, and why don't you reach out to, the girl on my team, because she lives closer to you and you guys are Facebook friends, and she could totally hook you up. And so had I not done that, I could have just sold to this girl, instead of helping the girl that she actually knows. So I'm really careful to make sure that I check and make sure that they don't already know someone in MojiLife, because again, we're creating a culture and we're wanting to help people grow their businesses too. So so I had another friend that saw all these comments, and so what did he do? He started clicking on everybody, and he messaged me and he's like, dude, Christina, this is what I don't like about direct sales and network marketing and MLM. Everyone, a lot of people that commented on your thing, they're all in MojiLife. It just seemed kind of fake. And I was like, oh, I know, it totally looks that way. I totally know what you mean. But let me explain. It was such a good curiosity post that they didn't even know it was actually our glass cleaner. It's an authentic situation that happened. And he was like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. And then he said, so why didn't you just put what the product was and how much it was in your Facebook post? Why did you make it so that we have to reach out to you? And I said, I totally get that. I'm just really working on having better conversations instead of spamming my Facebook page. And he was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I get that. So guess what? I got a glass cleaner sale out of him, and he's purchased an Airmoji and several Moji Pods for his wife. So there's a customer that I just explained what I was doing, and he understood it and he respected what I was doing. So just be mindful of commenting on everybody else's stuff. If it's not really helping you, it's helping them. So do your best to get non-Moji people's eyes on your things, because that's where you're going to get your customers and people to come to you. Okay, so we've talked about what's repelling. Let's talk about how to attract. Okay, so what I have learned is to post 1 to 3 times a day, no more than 3. If you have multiple posts going on during the day, it's not everybody sees it, so you're going to have less people seeing it, and it just gets pushed down in the Facebook algorithm. All my posts are super intentional. There is a purpose behind my post, and I really try to only do 1, because if I get 1 really good post, people are liking it, people are commenting, I'm replying back, and it's building. So I really focus on 1 really good intentional post, sometimes 2, sometimes 3. Now, the key to attraction marketing is to bring value. We want to bring value to people's lives. Nobody gets on Facebook, you wake up as a mom, roll out of bed, get your kids to school, you eat your breakfast, you unload your dishwasher, start a little laundry, and they're like, I'm just going to scroll through Facebook and see what's up. Nobody gets on Facebook and says, where can I spend $100? What company can I join today? Nobody does that. So maybe 1 to 3% of the Facebook community is looking to buy a gift or looking for a company to join or an opportunity. But we miss the 97% of people that are on social media. That's who we're trying to attract. That's who we're trying to market, is the 97% of people that are on social media. So how do we do that? I've learned that there's 4 ways. We uplift, we inspire, we educate, and we're just funny. Like, I have learned funny equals money. So how do we do those things? Did you read a good book? Talk about that book. Did you learn a new skill? Did you go to a paint night thing? Did you learn something? How to do an arts and craft? Talk about that. Did you see a good movie? Like that movie Wonder was so good. You could have such a great conversation on Facebook about that movie Wonder. Do you have any tips? I do a lot of tips and tricks. I realize who my market audience is. It's just mamas at home like me that have kids in sports, that are super busy, that are trying to do the right thing. That's my market. So I am constantly looking for things that I can bring value to them and how I can help them. Tricks and then advice. People love advice. And reviews. People love when you review stuff. So I like to do that. Sometimes I'll see a quote, like a meme, like a quote, and you don't want to just post the quote, like the picture with the quote in it. You want to talk about what did that quote mean to you? What did it make you think about? What did it, did it tug on your heartstrings? Why? You want to explain why you're posting the quote, what it meant to you. And you never know the people you can help. And that's what you're trying to do, is to bring value. You love all my recipes. Yeah. I just know I've got kids in sports and I need a 5-minute dinner. And so that's a lot of what I do. Okay, so learning that people buy from people. People don't buy from MojiLife. I try and teach my team that all the time. People buy from you. So why do they want to buy from you? What do they know, and trust about you that they want to buy from you or do business with you? And like I said before, Facebook Live is 800% more effective than any photo, than any post, than any advertisement you can do. Facebook Live. It gets you into their living room. It gets the eyeballs on you. We totally get that. Yes, Heather. Okay, so how to do a really good Facebook Live. So you want to invest a little bit. I love that, rather than trying to figure out the cryptic message from just the quote post with no elaboration. Yes, Lisa, you're trying to figure it out. I don't really get what she's talking about here. So you just scroll, Yes, Heather, 800%. And I have seen that in I get strangers. Let me tell you this, out of everyone that I have recruited, guess how many people I actually know? I don't even know. I think I'm close to 90 or something that I've recruited. Maybe 10 I actually knew. Everyone else, totally strangers, because I use this. So it definitely works. Okay, so invest in a tripod. So my husband just got me this tripod. How much was this tripod?
I don't know. It wasn't very expensive.
I know, $20, $30. So $20, $30. Go on Amazon, find a cell phone tripod. They're not very expensive, so get a tripod. A circle light. So I have a circle light on me. See how I look all dolled up? It's fake. It's the circle light. So I'm going to turn it off and you can see the difference. Oh, I should have done it brighter. I have natural light so you can see, but, and this is it. How much was this?
It was cheap. I'm sorry. It wasn't very much. $10.
So $10. Everyone can invest in $10 at Amazon. Just look for a ring light. It's got 3 options, and it just makes your face look so much brighter and cuter. So get a ring light, $10 or whatever. Look at how much more less shadows behind me. You want a kind of a blank background. This is totally blank, but when you see super professional Facebook Live people, they get the drapes or behind a curtain, or you can go on Etsy or Amazon and get the, I forget what they're called, but it's kind of like a sheet that you hang, and some are glittery, some are just plain, some look like a wood backboard. So I just use a blank wall. I have a gray wall, so I just use that. And then try to have a quiet house. Like, don't have your kids screaming in the background, fighting, the TV running, like the husband walking in from work. Like, you need to make it a little mellow, and so that people are looking at you and not the chaos that's going on behind you. You want to turn your cell notifications off. So make sure before you start a Facebook Live, you go into your notifications and you turn it off, and like, you know, turn off your cell phone notification, your Facebook notifications, your Messenger's notifications. Nothing's worse than like, oh sorry, oh, you know, I got to, oh, and then a phone call comes and it freezes you, and then like, it's just a hot mess. So just turn all your notifications off before you start your Facebook Live. Make sure you have good Wi-Fi. Nothing's worse than like when you're watching a video and then you get the like, because it's buffering, and you're just sitting there like, fun things to do while we're buffering. Like, how long am I gonna wait for this to like catch up? Okay, I'm out, it's been too long, and then they move on. So make sure you have good Wi-Fi, and that that it's going good for you. Sometimes that's so hard. I've seen where your daughters are loving the camera too. Yeah, I'll talk about that too. Okay, flip the screen. So there's a way to flip the screen so that I don't have anything to like, I need like a, maybe you can see my notes. So when you're like when I do a cooking presentation, I make sure I flip the screen. So when I'm showing you guys the can or the sauce that I'm using, you can read the label the right way. So see how my notes are the right way? So that way when you're presenting stuff and, you know, they see it the right way. So when you do your live, in the bottom right-hand corner, you'll hit like a wrench, you'll hit that. And then on the left, you'll hit plain. I'm not really big into like all the little like the Santa face and all that extra stuff. So I always hit like a plain face because I'm trying to be professional. And then you hit flip the screen. There's a screen that's this way with a line in it that you flip, that it'll flip. Or there's a screen this way that you can flip. So I always do horizontal. I always do horizontal as much as I can. And then I flip the screen so that when I'm presenting things, people can see that it's in the right direction. Try and look at the dot. So the dot's over here. I've kind of just been looking at the screen here. So, you know, if you're back, they can't really tell that you're not looking at the dot. And then if you're close, they can tell, like I'm looking at the screen and you can tell. But if I'm looking at the dot, now it looks like I'm talking to you and my eyes are on you. So if you're close, work really hard on just looking at the dot. And, okay, so if you're super afraid of seeing yourself on camera, put a sticky note over your phone so that all you're doing is looking at the dot, and you're not looking at people's comments come in, you're just focusing on the dot, and you don't even have to see yourself on camera. And the first couple of times, just do a video recording of yourself talking and then see, you know, okay, does the background look good? Like, did I sound loud enough? So you can kind of like critique yourself. And then once you get brave, then do it on Facebook, but put only me. So post it so only me, so only you can see it, so you can kind of see it on Facebook. Okay, was I loud? Like, did I use my hands too much? Like, you know, what do I need to improve on? Or like, dude, that was awesome, I can totally rock it. And then once you get brave past that, do it to like your team group or your team page and let them, you know, kind of give you feedback. And so here's the bottom line, just go for it. Like the first few lives are gonna totally just bomb and suck, and you're gonna just be like sweat balls, and like, it's life. Like that's how people get to know you, is that, you know, that's just the way it is. And you get better and better and better as you go. But you're never gonna know how good you are if you just sit there and worry that you're not gonna be good. So just go for it. And your friends can come on there and be like, that was awesome. You can shoot them a message like, hey, I'm gonna do Facebook Live. I'm totally nervous. If you can just give me some hearts and stuff, I'd really appreciate, you know, to help me out, you know, to kind of build your confidence. Okay, so when you're doing your Facebook Live, you want to do a question or a catchy title. So like I try to think of like a question or a catchy title. So like I think like last week or 2 weeks ago, I did Facebook Lives are easier than talking in church. There you go, Ashley. Yeah, because you just pretend it's you. Like that's been the biggest secret, is that I pretend I am talking to my one customer that loves MojiLife and loves everything about MojiLife. I pretend I'm talking to her, that she's like, sign me up, give me 10 of those, I want them. Just pretend that's who you're talking to. Okay, so I did a Facebook Live on like I'm 43 and I feel like when I put makeup on, like people can see how old I am because they can see my pores and they're like, ooh, I want to take care of that. So I learned a trick from another friend to use, I should have brought it with me, but I know you're gonna freak out, but it works, to use the Monostat gel. It's like $6, you use it as a primer. Did you know it's the same thing that's in Smashbox primer, and Smashbox charges you like 35, 40 bucks? It's the same thing in a $6 tube. So I taught my viewers like, dude, get this, try it, you know. I've been using it for 2 weeks and I love it. I totally love it because it works and it protects my skin. I feel like the makeup's not penetrating in, and it's really helped clear up my face. And so I'm gonna do another video about, I've used it for 2 weeks now, and this has been my review about it. Okay, that video, of course my phone rings and I turn the notifications off, but I'm gonna have to check that out. So that video got 1.5 views. Because what lady doesn't want to know about that, right? And now they're learning about me, they're learning my personality, they're like, oh, she'd spend $6 on that and like it worked? Okay, I trust what she has to say next. Maybe you saw, you know, I love to do the cooking things. So I did my Halloween nachos during Halloween time. It was just the apples and the caramel and the chocolate. That one got 1.8 views. And so I was giving a tip to moms that like had to go to a party and they needed something. And then I told people, you know, if you make it, then like post a photo. And it was so fun to have people throughout the month like post a photo, like totally made your nachos, my kids loved it, like made your nachos, my husband loved it. Okay, that's just another way that I'm attracting people and getting more eyeballs on me. That one had 1.8. I do a lot of like need an easy meal, like, you know, I'm a mom with kids in sports and I forgot that I had to like make dinner. Like I have to make dinner every night. I forget that I have to make dinner. So I do a lot of like, I have these 3 items, I threw them in the crock pot, bada bing, bada boom, here you go, you know, and people are like, oh, that's such a great idea. And then they make that meal, you know. So that one was like 1.3 for Thanksgiving. I taught how to make my 1-hour rolls and I brought my daughter in on that one. And that one had like 1.8. So you can do, all your videos don't need to be just about MojiLife. They need to be about your life, like you know, something that you've learned or whatever, tips and tricks. But you can tie in Moji. So when we did the what do you call it? The essential oil pods that we specifically did for bugs, to repel bugs. Instead of just like blasting a thing like, oh, you should buy all these if you have bugs, it's, you know, whatever it was, $29.95, here's my website. I just popped outside and did a video and I said, hey, do you love barbecues? Like, it's July and I love barbecues too. They're my favorite thing about 4th of July. But don't you feel like you're like doing this the whole time? Like you're trying to eat your food and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm just sitting here doing this the whole time, right? I hate that. I just want to eat my food. Well, I found something that I use in my backyard that gets rid of all of that, and I don't have to be dealing with that, and I can peacefully eat my hamburger. So if that's something you're interested in, or you need help with something like that for your barbecue, reach out to me and I'll hook you up. And then people were messaging me like, oh yeah, what is it? What do you use? What do you use it? What do you use? And so that's how I got sales. And that video got 2.8 thousand videos because everybody has problems with bugs in their backyard. Another one I did is when the bath bombs came out. Like, I didn't really post any posts about the bath bombs. I'm like, here's the bath bomb, here's the price, like, here's my website, blah, 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 blah. I did a curiosity video. So my catchy title was, do people really bathe? Because I am not a bath person. Like, I need to hop in the shower, get in, get out, and get on with life. But I'm wondering, like, do people bathe? Like, how long do you spend in the bathtub? Like, do you use bath bombs? Where do you get your bath bombs? Like, how much are you paying for your bath bombs? Are there different types? Like, I'm trying to have a conversation with people. So my title was, do people really bathe? So as people are scrolling, they're like, do people really bathe? Wait, what? And so they clicked on my video and watched it. That one has 2.4 thousand views because that was interesting, it caught their attention, and it was short. And then just on Monday, this is how I did a teaching video, but then tied in emoji at the end. So I did a video Monday on how to make Rocky Road. It's Christmas, everybody wants treats, right? And we're trying to do treats for our neighbors. And so I'm like, I could do my Rocky Road. It's super easy, people can make it, it's not hard, I'm gonna do that. So, and I have my 2 girls in and they like to dance in the background. So it's kind of like a comedy scene. So I did how to make Rocky Road, and I taught people how to make Rocky Road. And this last time, John, my husband in a wheelchair, wheeled on through, and he was like the star of the show. So that just got people to know, like, oh my gosh, who's that guy? Like, is that your husband? He's so funny. And your kids are hilarious. And so then at the end of that video, I said, hey, so now I want to just show you guys, I've got this wireless fragrance device. If you notice, I never use the word MojiLife. I never use the word Airmoji. I always say my company or this wireless fragrance device because I don't want them to go to Google. I want them to come to me, and it works. So I say, I've got this wireless fragrance device in my home and my whole house smells like Christmas. This is how it works. You charge it like a cell phone. It's got a computer fan. See, you can hear it. And we've got these fragrance pods. I don't even call them emoji pods. I call them fragrance pods where the fragrance oil's already here. You pop it in, you put your lid on, you turn it on, bada bing, bada boom, and the fragrance is all over into your house. It's awesome. So if you need a gift for your spouse and you can't think of something because they have everything, or if you have a coworker or a girlfriend and you need something really quick, reach out to me. I'll totally hook you up. This thing is awesome. You'll love it. And they'll think about you all the time because their house smells so good. So reach out to me. So I did a little thankful post. You know, I talked about how I did a thankful post, and everyone that commented thankful, they got to be put into a drawing. And the winner for this is my friend Wendy. Yay! And so that's how I tied it in. And if you go look at that video, a total stranger commented, I'm interested in that. So I liked her comment and I messaged her, hey, happy to PM you. I never comment the price. I never comment, here's my website. I never give the movie away. I want them to come to me because I know the magic happens in Messenger. So I messaged her, hey, how are you? I don't go right into, oh, it's the Airmoji, here's the website, it's $45, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Vicki, how are you? Thanks for watching my video. You know, are you gonna make your Rocky Road now? And she was like, that was so fun. Like, what a new trick. I totally love it. Now I gotta watch all your videos. And she said, yeah, I'm really interested in that device. I've never seen it before. And so then I gave her a little blurb about it, da 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 da. And so guess what? She's buying one for herself and several for Christmas presents because I did a video on how to make Rocky Road. So see, it really is awesome and it does work. What time is it, John?
32, 33.
Okay, we're almost done. So, the secret to Facebook Lives is to have a catchy title or start with a question and to have them only be between 3 and 7 minutes long. People have short attention spans. They're not gonna watch a 15 to 20, 30 minute Facebook video. They're gonna watch the 3 to 7 minute video. Interact with your live guests. So as you see comments coming through, like interact with them, and talk to them, you know, that's what you're doing. It's like they're in your living room, so you want to have a conversation with them. And then once you're done with it, you hit finish, you hit post. Then I always post my videos to my business page because my business page, again, is what I'm trying to get people to attract to me so that they buy from me, and my private customer group so that they're getting my tips and tricks too. And then I go in and I spend all time liking everyone's comments and commenting back with a comment or a GIF. And the more that, the first 30 minutes is crucial. So the more that people are commenting on it, that's what boosts your video up and that's what gets more eyeballs. So when people comment, guess what? All those friends of that person are also seeing my video. And then when those people comment, all of their friends are also seeing my video. So my videos are popping up all over the place in different people's news feeds. That is a free tool. Like, how awesome is that, right? And last but not least, is we have a MojiLife motto that we can totally use. Enjoy every moment. So the more we spend time learning how to enjoy every moment and how to bring value to our audience, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or when we see them in the store. That's what MojiLife is about, is bringing value to people. And just remembering, next time you're about to post something on Instagram and posting something on Instagram or Facebook or whatnot, that you think, I'm trying to attract and speak to the 97% of people that are here on Facebook and Instagram, not the 3% that are looking to spend $100 and who they're going to go find. It's the 97% of people that come on social media. Because why do they come to social media? They need a break from their kids or their spouse or their job. They want to see what other people are up to, like what's going on. They want to know, like, oh, what are you making for dinner? You know, that's what they come. So the more you can bring value to their lives, the more they're going to learn to like you, know you, trust you, and want to work with you, buy products from you, take your advice. So that is the key to attraction marketing and how to use Facebook Live to do that. Kevin says, make sure your settings are public to get that momentum effect. Yes, my profile is public so that anyone can see my videos. So I make sure everything is public so anyone can see it. And so I tell you, it's totally worked for me. I hope these tips help you. If you have specific questions, you know, reach out to me and I can help you. You guys are awesome. I love the Moji family, and it's been really fun to see like different reps taking on, like kind of seeing what's been going on and using it to build their businesses. And I can see like their views are growing and their numbers are growing. And so I hope that helps you out. Thanks for joining us today. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Let's see, your personal one is public, or should we make a business personal page? Go watch Nikki Bergen's video. She talked about that. Like for me, I have a personal page. That's where I do a lot of my work. And then I have a business page. That's where I point people to when they're interested in the product. And then I have a elite customer private group. So as soon as I have a financial transaction with somebody and they're my customer, they get put in that group. So that's how I run mine. Love your tips. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. Oh, they may want to John roll by. Okay, so hopefully that helps you. Leave any questions. I'll log back in as myself and answer them as they come through. So you guys have a great Wednesday and go eat some yummy food. Okay, bye.